Welcome back to Bangers Bricks, everybody. My name is Ben. Today we are going to be taking out our entire greenery area as we are going to be reconfiguring our layout within the Lego City. Now we're also going to be building and placing the high-speed passenger train. Now I didn't love our layout for our train track in previous videos, so we are going to be extending that throughout the entire Lego City as well. And lastly, we are also going to be talking about a huge milestone. We have finally reached our 700 subscriber mark, and we're going to talk about that next upcoming Lego giveaway. So make sure you stay tuned to figure out what you need to do to get in that giveaway. But let's get started. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Here we go. For those of you that have been following us for a while, this used to be a completely empty storage closet. And we've taken it from an empty storage closet and turned it into an awesome Lego City. Now, from when we first started, we had so much room. Honestly, I didn't know how we were going to fill it all up, but we have. We really only have 2 empty base plates, one behind the courthouse and then one back here in the corner. Now we are looking to expand. We've talked about shelving, putting shelving up around the Lego City, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And so what I want to do is I want to completely reconfigure our greenery area. And so what we're going to have to do first is really start to take a lot of these modulars and base plates out to kind of take a look at what we can do to expand our Lego City in our greener area, because what we're running into here is with the turn for the train track, it's really taking up a bunch of base plates here in the middle. I love the addition to our new park area here, but I think that we can actually expand this area if we can start to reconfigure the layout, but then also just adjust some of the different modulars that we have. So I want to get all of this stuff out, and then we can take a look at how we can turn things around in here. Before we start taking some of the sets and the base plates out, I wanted to talk a little bit more about what I want this area to look like after changing things up, and really just what some of my ideas have been. So the first things first, I actually wanted to talk a little bit more about the train track. So yes, we're going to be taking out the train track here, so it's not cutting everything off. And what we're going to do is we will take it apart here where it comes out from underneath the second tier, and then we'll revert this all the way back to the wall. Once it's against the wall, we'll actually just follow the wall all the way around the Lego room and then just come back over to our bump out here. Once we hit the edge of the table, we'll actually revert that back, and then that'll come directly into our road plates. So with that going all the way along the edge of the wall, what we'll end up doing is having to just move around some of the different sets and modulars that we have. And for the Disney Castle, my primary goal for that is to build it up on some of the new rock panels that we purchased from the Lego store, and then have the train actually go underneath the Disney Castle. So I really think that that's going to look pretty good. What we're going to do is just going to be some trial and error. We'll actually be taking everything out and then just kind of piecing things back in after we get our train track down, as that's kind of the primary goal of this video, is putting that down first and then building everything else around it. So let's take everything out, lay the train track down, and see what we can come up with. Hold up. Before we do anything else within the Lego City, let's talk more about our upcoming $25 free Lego Store gift card giveaway that we will be drawing for one lucky winner on our live stream on Wednesday, September 20th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In order to get in this giveaway, all you have to do are these 3 things. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment down below as to what the most expensive Lego set is that you own. It can be BrickHeadz, minifigure, whatever it is, drop it down below. So get on our live stream, make sure you're there, as we will be building a brand new set that I just purchased, pretty expensive set. I'm excited to build that with you, hang out, and draw that one lucky winner for a $25 Lego Store gift card. Again, all free to you. Let's get back to our video. Let's get back to making an awesome greenery area. Here we go. We pretty much have everything out of the greenery area, but having a little trouble with where to place the Disney Castle. I mentioned in our last video that we are going to keep it up against this back wall here, but I do have 3 other areas that I think the Disney Castle, or 3 different angles that the Disney Castle might look good in. So first one is obviously just keeping it here. We could end up keeping it on that wall, pushing it all the way up against the corner. My primary thing is that's really starting to cut off part of the Disney Castle and really seeing some of the sides. We could also move it along the opposite wall here and have it sitting there. And I think that looks pretty good. overall as well. But again, we're starting to miss out on some of the different angles of the castle. Or what we could do is, it's obviously not going to be exactly how it would be, but I would essentially angle the Disney castle here and then push it all the way up into the corner. I like that idea primarily because if I'm coming into the Lego room and I'm looking into the greenery area, you're looking straight at the Disney castle and then some other stuff that'll filter in around it. Now, I'm interested to see how this works, but that's kind of where I want to be. I think that will look really good. Base plate wise, we're going to have to change things up quite a bit. So not real excited, but let's keep working. The Disney castle is out of the Lego room and we have started putting down our train track. Now, after getting the Disney castle out and talking about some of the different positions that we could put the Disney castle in our greenery area, I was really trying to think through the entire process of taking it apart and building it all back together, and really the different base plates that we're going to have to use. Right, we were using the 15-inch base plates previously, but we're going to have to move to multiple 10-inch base plates because it's going to be an actual corner, so it's going to have to be more of a square instead of a rectangle. And again, just going to have to kind of manipulate some of the different pieces that we have currently to take those base plates, then build them back up into the Mills plates, then put the jumpers on top of that, then the rock panels, and then the Disney castle on top of that. And now we have 2 sets of rock panels to build up our rock panels and to build up that Disney castle on top of 2 of those sets. So it's going to be a lot of work. We're going to get that done in our next video, but this video I do want to try to get a few things back in here. And as you can see, the train track looks great, runs right into our road plate, curves around the entire outside of the wall. Again, Disney castle will be in the corner here to hide this corner, and I believe I'm going to try to get either the A-frame, build that up into this corner so that it hides a little bit more of this track, or potentially just put the tree house here in front so that it is pretty wide. It'll kind of give a little bit more, shade, or, just kind of block the view of the train track. Again, I'm not trying to cover up the train track, or necessarily, I guess, not trying to cover up the train, but just want to kind of hide some of the different tracks so that it doesn't look like we're trying too hard to get the train to fit within our Lego city. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a ton of straight pieces. Kind of blows my mind with all the different train sets that really there's just so many curves. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go to the Lego store. I guess fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you look at it. Spending the money part stinks, but going to the Lego store is always fun. But we'll have to pick up a train track box or set here to make sure that we fill everything in, and then we will come on back, see what we can do. Well, everybody, we made it to the Lego store, but before we go in, we got to figure out, who are we? Having a bit of an identity crisis. So tell me I am a female scientist. All right, well, here we go. Time to head inside. Overall, this was a pretty quick Lego store run, and as we approached the Pick and Build wall, I didn't plan on getting anything today, but as we went up, we did run out of 2x2 dark bluish gray brick here in the past couple weeks, so we needed more of that. They did restock on some of the white lamp posts, so we did get some more of those. And then we needed some more jumpers. As we're starting to turn the Disney castle, we're gonna have to put those rock panels on jumpers, and so we had to grab a few more of those. They also brought back more of the straight white fence pieces, so had to throw those into a pab cup, as well as a couple more green jumpers. Just again, within our greenery area, had to utilize a few more of those. Next, we ran into, and of course, the one day that we don't need some road plates, they have them in full stock. Very unfortunate, but just the way it works. And again, the primary reason we're here, grab more straight train track pieces. So this was our big haul, nothing too crazy. And again, just talk a little bit more about what we're going to do with those pieces and get back to the Lego room. We are back from our quick trip to the Lego store. We have our tracks. We also have our pab cup, again, with some of just the necessities as far as pieces. Got some more fence pieces, 2x2 brick, some jumpers, and some new light posts as well. So super excited about that stuff. But most importantly, let's get the train track done, get this train built, and get this bad boy going. Before we build any more of the high-speed passenger train, I just want to give a shout out to the guy that we bought the train set from, because this thing was so organized. I loved how he reverse built this, and it is very clean and clearly laid out for me to start building. So just a shout out to him, and this is going to make this just that much easier.
Siphon, this is hard.
Last night got a little out of hand. Look at my hands did. I fell off a soapbox, I can't understand it. I've been on a tangent here on this planet. Now I'm on a transit to anywhere else now. Headed for a breakdown, need a little break now. What else can I say about what I've done and what I'm gonna do? Ooh, really now I've said it all. There is nothing left to say at all. Yeah, but still I feel the need to talk. I just wanna turn it off. I don't wanna panic, but I'm in love with what you hated. I've been down and out about the things I can't control. I just thought I'd let you know. I just thought I'd let you know that life is not the same, and I can feel it in my soul.
The high-speed passenger train is built. It's in the Lego City, and everything looks as if it's running really well. We're not hitting any walls. This little bump out here actually works pretty well. We don't have any derailment. Looks solid. I love it. It's a great addition to the Lego City. That was the easy part. Now comes trying to fit everything else back in here, which we may or may not get done today. But man, the train looks great. After posting a picture on my Instagram account, somebody had messaged me just asking where the bright idea of like doing all the destruction in the Lego City came from. And really just one day came into the Lego City, staring at everything, thinking, man, I just want to change it up. And so that is exactly what we're doing. Another idea that I had last night after finishing a few things was I love the courthouse. I think it's a great modular. It's definitely one of my favorite mocks that I've ever done. And one thing I want to do is I love the different alleyways on each side, but it's taking up so much space. That's one full base plate if you add both of these half base plates together. And so I think really what I want to do is to try to take these half base plates out, potentially push this over so it's a little bit closer to the greenery area. We'll end up closing the sidewalks off on both sides here, and then potentially putting one more modular here. That gives us a 10-inch base plate to put another modular on the first tier. And I just think that that gives us more space to expand first and foremost, but really kind of closes that gap. And one thing I was worried about before creating the courthouse and why we created those little alleyways was the fact that I was worried there wasn't going to be enough of a sidewalk or like alley that runs along the sides. And it honestly is a decent amount of space, so I don't think things are going to look crammed by any means, but also we'll have our nice little park area over here. So I think it's going to still be open enough for us to be able to put another modular here down on the first tier. So just another random idea that I had, just more work obviously for us to work through, but let's start working again on our track and getting stuff back in the Lego City. We have some of the different Lego sets back in the greenery area, and I'm kind of making this up as I go. So don't think that I have a set plan as to where certain sets should be. Besides knowing that the Disney Castle is going to be in the back corner there, I don't have, a wild idea as to where some of these different modulars could go and really what the best idea is. So please, as you are dropping a comment down in the comment section below about what your most expensive Lego set is to get in our Lego giveaway, please let us know if you have any bright ideas on how to rearrange things to make things look a little bit better. But as I mentioned before, we're trying to hide the train track as much as possible, but still be able to make the train be as visible as possible. I know that's kind of a tough feat here, but definitely something that adding some of these greenery pieces as we continue to add our Mills plates in. I think that it'll make it look a little bit better, but this is kind of a rough sketch or rough outline as to what our greenery area is going to look like. So again, Disney Castle is going to come back here. One of my other big ideas for the Disney Castle is to continue that little river on both sides, but then have that river come to a point and then feed into a little pond here. Recreate what we had as far as like a little park design over here with some of our different tiles, and then potentially create some sort of walking path that walks all the way around like a little pond section over here so that people can enjoy some park time, but then also enjoy a little bit more of like an outdoor hike. And then you'll have the A-frame, which people can, chill at whenever they want. That would be pretty cool to get another A-frame. I would love to have one more right next to it, so it's a little bit more of like a camping area, so people can kind of, rent them out as they go. But that's just kind of what I'm envisioning. Please make sure you drop in the comment section down below what you think we can do. But I'm excited next week to start on our Disney Castle and redesign that to fit that area. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. Please make sure you bookmark our live stream giveaway, which is Wednesday, September 20th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, be giving away that $25 free LEGO Store gift card. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, drop a comment down below as to what your most expensive LEGO set is to get in that giveaway. You guys are the best. Have a great rest of your week, great rest of your day. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.